Well, good morning, everybody. Mark Finan here in the home weather office on this Wednesday morning. It is the 22nd day of November, 2023, the day before Thanksgiving. This is the morning briefing coming to you from my home weather office, where as I look out the window, it's a beautiful morning. A couple of high clouds, kind of chilly, but just a good-looking morning, and it is going to be a nice day. We'll see a few more clouds later in the day throughout Northern California, but nothing to slow you down if you're driving north on I-5 through Cascades and farther north, driving south over the Grapevine, and certainly driving over the Sierra, not an issue. So we're going to talk about the changes we're going to see over the next couple of days and the wind that's going to come up. Yeah, we get some of that wind that's going to be back, that north wind that we often see in the fall season when we're not seeing rain. So beautiful satellite this morning. So let's see what's going on here. The high, thin clouds over the area now. More cloud cover off the coast, and just this little kink in the clouds. Yeah, that's part of the little wave that's going to go by our area late tonight and early tomorrow morning, and then set up shop a little bit farther to the east of us into Utah and Colorado and Wyoming, where we will see some snow on Thursday night and into the day on Friday. But for our area, I think the morning is going to be the brightest part of the day. The clouds will likely thicken up a little bit more as we get into the afternoon. So let's talk about this little wave that's going to go by, and we'll use the HRRR. There is some rain to the north. And as we go through the day today, I'll stop this around 5 o'clock today. 5 o'clock right here. So here's the line of what we call a little inside slider. These things tend to be relatively dry, and it's coming into a pretty dry air mass as well, so that's what's helped tear this thing apart. But there may be some sprinkles to the north. Now, as we go through the night, this is around midnight. You see the snow developing here, but in Northern California, we just don't have anything. Now, what's going to happen here, as this sets up shop to our east, there will actually be upslope flow on the east side of the Sierra. We often talk about the orographic flow from the west and southwest that helps to produce precipitation along the crest of the Sierra and the west slope. Well, instead, this time we're talking about flow going up the east side of the Sierra. So right here, you can see that flow comes this way. And so areas from Reno and Carson City, Gardnerville, down toward Topaz Lake have a better chance of seeing some light rain, light snow, not enough to slow you down, not accumulating, that sort of thing. But as you can see, the west slope stays dry. We may even see some sprinkles around Tahoe, but nothing on the west slope. It doesn't slop over to the other side. It's kind of the opposite of what we get when, let's say, an area like Blue Canyon gets a lot of rain and snow, and Reno gets hardly anything. But then watch what happens as we head through the day on Thursday. This is Thursday afternoon, or Thursday around midday. Now this is the afternoon. Look at the snow in Utah, Wyoming, and Colorado. That is likely going to slow things down on Thursday night and into Friday morning on Interstate 80. That goes from Salt Lake City up through past Park City and then on up into Wyoming. There's likely going to be, they do chain controls there as well, I believe. And as you can see, the snow continues. They're going to see some good accumulating snow. Great for the ski areas. Snowbird, Alta, Park City, Deer Valley, they're going to do great. But for our area, this is, let me back up a little bit. This is Thursday afternoon. We have our classic north gradient setting up. And that means it's going to get windy again. So let's talk about that wind. This is tomorrow morning, Thursday morning, Thanksgiving morning. This is around 8 o'clock in the morning. So the winds start off pretty light. And for things like Run to Feed the Hungry or the Turkey Trot and Folsom and that sort of thing, it's going to be a nice cool morning. It'll be sunny and bright, cool, but it won't be windy. The winds gradually come up as we go through the day. And generally on the west side of the valley, as you can see here, from Glenn County into Tehama County all the way down through Yolo County. So definitely one of those days where in the afternoon, it'll be breezy in areas like Colusa and Woodland and Davis and Fairfield. But in places like Auburn and Placerville and Sonora, the winds will be generally light. And as we head into Thursday night, those winds continue, and even into early Friday morning, our classic west side of the valley breezes. It'll be somewhat breezy around Sacramento early Friday morning, and I'll actually have to keep overnight lows up, and then those winds will gradually diminish during the day on Friday. I do want to give you a quick look at what's going to happen across the rest of the country in case some of you are going to be traveling. So this is today. There is a storm off the East Coast, and they're getting some nice snow into New England. But there aren't going to be any major airport delays today. As you can see, places like Denver, Chicago, Dallas, Atlanta, they're all fine. Phoenix, major hubs that have connecting flights, all of those are going to be just fine. And then let's go into Thursday afternoon. There's that snow in the Rockies. Probably not enough to slow down things flying through Denver. And so Thanksgiving Day actually looks pretty good. And then this is Friday afternoon. Once again, look at how quiet the country is, other than this light snow that may snarl traffic on parts of Interstate 80 through Nebraska, Wyoming, and Utah. But other than that, this big cold high kind of dominates here, and that means dry weather. Once again, in all those major hubs like Minneapolis and Chicago, New York, and points east. And then we get into the day Saturday, same thing. Most of the country is dry from the west coast to the east coast, just a couple of showers here and there, a little snow in Kansas. And so I just don't see any major travel issues as we head through the Thanksgiving weekend. And Sunday also would be pretty quiet. And for Northern California, it is going to be dry, just breezy, another round of those north winds on both Thursday and Friday. Maybe not quite as gusty or widespread as we saw on Sunday, but still, those kind of annoying north breezes. Temperatures will stay pretty close to average. Thursday likely be the warmest day with temperatures in the mid to upper 60s, and then look for slightly cooler weather over the weekend. But again, it will be dry. So that's everything I've got for you this morning. It is the day before Thanksgiving. I hope you all have a great Thanksgiving. And the morning briefing is going to take Thanksgiving and the day off afterwards. The next morning briefing will be back on Monday. Maybe we'll have some rain and snow to talk about in the forecast by the time we get to the day on Monday. I will be in the studio tonight at 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, and 11 for your latest updates there. In the meantime, have a great Thanksgiving. Make it a great day today, and I'll talk with you later.